Uh, we're just going to jump right into some movement practice today. And this is a short 20-ish minute sequence. I was at the gym yesterday and my quads and my hip flexors are a little sore. So we're going to do some stretching out of the lower half of our body as well as bring some heat into the lower half of our body. So let's begin. Have a great class. All right, tabletop. It's very wet out here now. It's hot. Summer has started to shift. All right, curl your toes under, hands under your shoulders. Spread your fingertips wide and start to move your spine in all sorts of directions. And following your breath all the way in, follow your breath all the way out. And then pause in center. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your tailbone, stretch your belly long. Exhale, round your back, puff up the space between your shoulder blades, push your fingertip pads down. Inhale, lengthen and stretch up through your throat, your sternum, your belly, all the way to your pubic bone. And then tone your abdomen, breath out. Follow it all the way to the end. Good. You're going to do this one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Float your knees into bear pose. Good. Option to be still. Option to focus on your breathing with your knees down. And final option is to do a couple of shoulder taps. Right hand taps the front of your left shoulder, and you switch to the other side, balancing on your toes and your rooted hand. One more each side. Downward facing dog, and paddle it out. And we use this ujjayi breath to create this internal tapas, this internal agni heat within. In through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, lift up on your tiptoes. Look forward and make your way to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway and fold over yourself. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Samastitihi, hands by your side, breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Plant your hands, plank pose. Good. Option here, shoulder taps with your knees lifted or lowered. Both are great options. Both help you plug the muscles into the shoulder girdle to create stability. Good. Pause in your plank position. Roll right up onto your tiptoes. Bring everything forward. Bend your elbows. Lower all the way to the mat. Baby cobra. Good. Really strong through your legs. Really strong in your core. So as you breathe out, I want you to tone your belly and then lift from that extension. Gonna do this a couple more breaths. Maybe taking a twist, repositioning the hands, taking it a little higher, it doesn't matter. Just keep working into some movement into your spine. Good. Curl your toes under, push up through plank or tabletop to downward facing dog. Good. We're still warming the body up, so move as much as you want. I'm outside right now, so I'm gonna move a lot to keep myself from getting cold. Chilly out today. Good. Lift your right leg up. Plug your leg into your hip, and then press your armpits up towards your hips. Maybe your heel lowers. Switch sides. Left leg, lift it. Gonna plug, settle into your heel, and then push your hands down. Get longer through your upper body. Good. Inhale, lift up. Make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise up. Hands to your side. Inhale up. Exhale, hips low, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, low. Inhale, up. Exhale, sit low, sit low, sit low. Interlace your hands, press your palms away from you, and start to get really long through your body. One breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Plant your hands, plank pose. So still these controlled movements from side to side. Maybe you start to roll to the outside edges of your feet. Maybe you're doing this from the lower plank position and you're just stretching from side to side. Good. Plank, shift forward, lower, lift, downward facing dog. So we moved in so many different directions, forward and back. We're going to start moving from side to side. Get the side body opening. So plant your left foot, inhale, lift your right. Exhale, step it through, crescent lunge. Adjust your pants, because that's always a thing. Good, hands to your heart. Tip forward, twist to the outside of your knee. So the elbow can tap the outside of your thigh. The hand can go onto a block or the ground, and you can twist a big open twist. So this twist, big and open. This twist, compressed. Neither right or wrong, they're just different. Take your arms up, reach up, open up, warrior two. Exalted warrior, lift your right arm up. And now really stretch it back. I want to see this big lateral flexion in the side of your spine. Reach, reach, reach. Reclaim your lunge, so get a little bit lower. Good, now we're gonna go to the other side. So straighten your front leg, Trikonasana pose. Onto a block, your ankle, the mat, whichever you prefer. Lift your upper thigh away from your knee. I like to lift my toes, gives me more control. So stretch up, and I want you to extend your hand up and over. Get so long through your side body. Good. Left hand to the ground, lower your knee, walk your foot out. A nice low lunge. Good. You have a couple of options here. One, bring the foot onto the outside of your hand so your hips are wide and your shoulders are set. You're going to curl your back toes under and you can lift the knee and just play around with the mobility of this right outer hip, that tension. Good. So we are going to end up in a side plank, modified side plank or full on side plank, totally up to you. So you're going to plant your left hand. You're going to swing your right leg back around. The left leg shimmies out to the side, and then you've got your modified side plank. If you're coming into full side plank, good. You're going to bring your left leg up, swing your right leg back, and then swivel. Squeeze your ankles together. Reach your right arm up. Good. Lower into chaturanga. A back bend of your choice. To downward facing dog. Other side, lift your left leg up. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Wardrobe adjustment. And then again, you're making that decision here. You're going to twist and hook the elbow, or place your hand and find a big open twist. And the big challenges of practicing outside is watching clouds move, and suddenly you're tipping over without realizing it. Good. You're going to swirl up, warrior two. Second side always looks so much more graceful because we know what we're doing. Exalted warrior, left arm, stretch it up and back. And then spin the hand so that the shoulder rolls away from your ear. And the elbow comes closer to the ear. And then you can get really long through your whole side body. Tap your left shin bone forward. So stretch, stretch, stretch. Triangle pose. And same with this side. I want you to turn the palm to face the earth. And now reach it. Get really long through your side body. Right hand to the floor. Pivot your back, heel up, knee down. Gonna move your foot out to the side. Good. So get low into the hips. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Maybe you lift the heel, or sorry, the knee. Maybe. You're just working with whatever anatomy you have. Good. Same as before. So if you're going into a modified side plank, you're going to swing your foot back, straighten the leg, lift up. If you're going right into side plank, you're going to lift the knee, swing your leg back, roll to the outside of the ankle, find your positioning, lift up. Left hand down, movement of choice. Now I say movement of choice, that can be a full back bend, can be a modified, it can be a cat-cow, it can be child's pose where all you're doing is breathing. Take 2 more breaths here. And slide forward, plank pose. So side plank of your choosing, right side. So ankles together, maybe lift your top leg, maybe you step it back behind you and stretch through that hip flexor for a variation of wild thing. Good. Other side. So left ankles together. Reach, squeeze your inner thighs. Maybe your leg lifts. Maybe you step it back. Maybe you open up. Maybe you flow. Lift your right leg up. Step it to the outside of your hand. Lower your back leg. Wardrobe adjustment. Great. You might like a block for this variation. So we're going to start by just lifting up and stretching through this area. As you exhale, I want you to sink by pushing your right heel down. And your option is to stay here. Your option is to take this into a twist. So you're going to bend your back knee, lift your heel away. And at first, we're just stretching out to the front of the quads. Remember, my quads are tired today, so I'm just going easy on them. You can reach back and push your heel and your fingertip together, heel and fist, and then point the toes up. Grab your outer ankle, thumb points towards the ceiling or to the sky. You're going to roll your shoulder open, and you've got so many different options. You can kick the foot away from you. You can drag the heel closer to your bum. And depending on what's going on in your knee, your body will give you the green light and the red lights. Good. We're going to come all the way out. Straighten your front leg. Walk your foot in so that it's in line with your back hip. And you're just going to bring the weight back. Thigh is engaged. Flex your toes up towards your face and lengthen forward. You can round if you want, but I'm making this more about the hamstring. And crawl your weight forward. Step through a flow, a cat cow, or movement with just breath in a downward dog or child's pose. Lift your left leg up, breathe in. Step it to the outside of your hand. Adjust as needed. Move your feet, your legs so that things are stable. If you want to grab your block and place it under your right hand, this just gives me some elevation through my upper body. I could even go one higher. The goal is to drag your hips towards one another as you sink into the mat. And then make that decision what version of the leg work you want to do. So, left hand to your outer hip, curl your back toes under. And this might be as far as you want to go, and that's okay. You might lift your foot away from the mat. And as you do this, the muscles along the whole front from your right hip bone all the way down to the knee, they start to stretch. And everybody's range of mobility is different. So you might start with a finger, just push and pull. And the idea of pulling here is we activate the hamstring. That's a muscle on this side of the leg, which encourage the muscles on the opposite side of the leg to soften and get longer. So that maybe we can reach back and grab for the foot, maybe. Pay attention to the right arm. So we like to sink, lift up out of it, and release your foot. Hips back. Walk your left foot in just slightly, and then straighten your front leg. Flex your toes, engage your upper thigh. Create that traction so the whole backside of the hamstring into the calf muscles, right to the ankle, start to light up. Crawl forward, step back, movement of choice. Lift your right leg up, knee behind the wrist. Walk your left foot back. You're just finding a version of pigeon pose that feels good for your hips. And everyone's version is slightly different. So this is what mine looks like. I've got a bolster under my bum cheek. Press down through your shin bone. Press down through the top of your back leg. Last couple breaths, if you want to bring it forward and down and make it more passive, go for it. Hands down, move up and out. You've got props for one side, move it to the other side. So left leg, settle your hips, adjust as you need to. Not actually need one on the side. There we go. And last few breaths, if you'd like to come forward, go for it. Lift yourself up. Pour the weight into your hand. You're gonna shift the weight into your left outer thigh and swing your right leg around. We're gonna stack ankle on knee, knee on ankle. If you look like this, I want you to cross your legs like this. And that's totally fine too. Great. Sit up tall, reach your arms up. Swing your right arm under your left, twist out your arms. You should feel a stretch in your right outer hip and then a stretch between your shoulder blades. If you want, you can round forward if you want. So this is a take on Gomukhasana. Typically, the legs are in a different shape. Uh, to reach your arms up, hands down. But for us big-legged ladies and, well, anybody actually, it's just not anatomically possible. So this is my variation. So you're gonna switch sides. So ankle over knee, knee over ankle. Bring your hip bones back. Sit up tall, flex your toes towards each other, reach up. Take your left under your right this time. So opposite. If you struggle grabbing for your hands, grab for your shoulders and just press your elbows in towards one another. And then round the space between your shoulder blades just enough that when you breathe into them, you feel that stretch. And again, if you'd like, you can move your upper back around a little bit. Come all the way up. Inhale, reach up. And take your hands beside you, legs out in front of you. Give them a shaky shake. And we're going to finish off with a supine twist. Um, and because this is a really short sequence, it will end, but please stay in Shavasana for as long as you've got availability for. It's always the best part of the class. All right, so on your back, lift your hips, drag them to the right and drop them down, and your knees to the left. You can cross your top leg over if you'd like. Take your arms up to a T. You're just going to bring your gaze towards the right side of your body. And we say towards so that you're not straining the neck, trying to create this shape that's causing you discomfort but is aesthetically pleasing. And the thing about twists is it's space and time that create the benefit of the pose. We can't rush it. And look to the areas of your body that are still tense and holding on to the active part of class. And slowly begin to unravel. Bring your hips to neutral. I like to just sway my knees from side to side and then move your hips to the opposite side of your mat. And take your gaze to the left. I got a braid that's in the way, so my left is very limited. And then start to breathe into your body. Know that you are exactly where you are in life, perfectly imperfect. And slowly unravel, settle your hips, relax your legs, and find your final shape. And if you've got a busy day ahead of you, commit to taking 10 deep breaths. Life and death are of supreme importance. Time passes swiftly and opportunity is lost. Let us awaken, awaken. Do not squander your life. Shanti, shanti, shanti.